Assalamualaikum warahmatullah. Welcome to Friday night NTV Exclusive. I am your host, Abul Hasnath. I'm doing my usual Friday nights and coming up with something, an exclusive individual, an exclusive organisation, an exclusive idea, initiative. I'll be presenting this on a regular Friday, and I hope you will be enjoying what I've got coming up. So what have I got today? Well, before I even introduce my guests, I may not even show them. You may have a quick glimpse of them. I'm not going to introduce them because we have got a very, very unique idea that's just taken place here in London. And it's something completely unique to the Bangladeshi community and the surrounding local community and other ethnicities that are joining in. But it is the Inventors Club. That's right. We're looking for young people to join that elite list of inventors that are coming up with new technology, new ideas on the technological front, on the cyber front, to take our community forward and to take England forward and to look forward for these. So let's catch up with the Chinese, let's catch up with the Indians. We can't let England fall behind. So this Inventors Club's there. Before I introduce my guests, I'm going to show you a video. I want you to have a look at everything there, see what's going on, see how these people are going, doing their things, going about their inventions and their great ideas. And then I'm going to have my guests that are here with me today to talk all about it. So let's roll the video, have a look at that, and we'll talk all about it. Hope you enjoyed that. That is the Inventors Club from Whitechapel. It's a very, very catchy thing. But I'm going to introduce my guest now because I don't want to talk about that video. I want them to tell me about that video. I saw a few things. I saw my little favourite superheroes there, but what is it all about? Akik bhai, welcome to NTV Exclusive. Great to have you, one of the key mentors of the Inventors Club. And I also have Toz bhai, a parent and also in the cybersecurity world, I understand. Well, Akik bhai, I'm going to start with you because for our viewers, I mean, this was obviously a very localized thing, but tell us, start from the very beginning. I mean, how you came up with the Inventors Club and about the hub and the area it's come from and its relation. So tell us all about it.
Obviously, I don't know if many people know, but Old Street roundabout is called the Magic Roundabout. It's like our Silicon Valley, and there's a lot of startup companies and also big companies like Google.
Silicon Valley, just for the sake of the layman, we're talking about the most technologically spaghettified area.
That is in San Francisco, and that's where Apple comes from. Google originated from there, Facebook, all your techie stuff, your social media stuff originated from there. So we've got a hub here as well in London, which is Old Street Roundabout. It's called the Magic Roundabout, and there's a lot of companies coming, startup companies. When I say startup companies, you know, your app phones. When you have apps, there's developers who are developing these apps located around the roundabout. But they're slowly creeping into Whitechapel area.
And it's quite literally because it's you know, a stone's throw away, isn't it?
Exactly. And a lot of the people don't know actually what is involved. You know, whether people living in Tower Hamlets, not our people, but people living in Tower Hamlets, young people living in Tower Hamlets. So about a year, 2 years ago, I was just toying with the idea, what can I do? I'm in the tech field as well. And I thought, you know what, you know, I've worked in youth work before, and I thought, you know what, I want to do something for the young people. So luckily, I started talking to a few people, and these people are involved in tech, and some people are not. My team, the team consists of people from all backgrounds. We have a barrister, or we have someone who works in tech, someone who works in finance. So not everyone comes from tech. So we've basically initially introduced a 6-week program and worked with Tower Hamlet Council and said, look, we want to teach or introduce kids to coding, basic coding.
Wow.
So
the big picture, the long-term picture is, you know, the Americans have, you know, the Facebook and the WhatsApp and all that. They've sort of taken the limelight, but where we have our own Silicon Valley, this is an opportunity not to educate, but to actually create our own inspirational British superstars in the tech world, isn't it?
And some of the kids, you know, over the 6 weeks, we've run 2 sessions of 6 weeks. And some of the kids are brilliant. You know, the best ideas, I think, comes from the kids because they're so simple. You know, you open your app and when you press a button, it is simple, that simple. Yeah. But what goes on behind it, no one knows. So what we're trying to do is educate the kids and say, look, this is what happens. But not just that, you know, tech. When someone talks about tech and when I talk about coding, some parents say, well, what is coding? Is it computing? They learn how to do computing. But computing in that sense, when you talk about IT, they think, some of them don't even know what IT is. So coding goes levels down, you know, to like how you know, when you talk about computer connecting, they've got a protocol, but coding does a lot more. So a computer, you know, coding is basically how a computer talks to a program, how a program is written. It's like the veins and the bloodstream of a program. Yeah. So we're basically trying to teach the kids how to come up with ideas on a basic level.
I mean, Tazbay, let me bring you in because obviously, your expertise is the cyber security world, and obviously you also work for a reputable media outlet. However, you are a parent that's put your child in here, and clearly you've got that added insight into that. What's your expectation?
Yeah, well, you said I'm actually in the field of cybersecurity, so I'd like to think I'm up to speed with the latest trends in technology. This program, the idea from this brother is an excellent idea, and I've joined up with this program from day one. And what I've seen, I was extremely impressed, because they're running a fantastic program and introducing many different technologies within the program. So it's not going to a lot of detail, but enough detail to inspire the child to then take this further. So they've done things like virtual reality, programming, coding, inventing, and it gives them a great start, or head start rather, which they otherwise would not have had at home or school or wherever. And I think they're quite fortunate they are where they are. We've got the Magic Roundabout, which is close by, and we should be having local talents going in, filling those positions, coming up with the ideas. So I think this is a fantastic idea, and I'd like to see the future Mark Zuckerberg or Bill Gates from Hamlets, and I don't see why it can't be possible.
British Bangladesh,
yeah, exactly. And the unfortunate thing is we don't have enough people from our community doing those roles, and because they're not pushed in that area, because they're normally told go and work and wherever.
Well, I'll tell you what, this is the initiative. It's for us to now look very positively to the future, and look at these young people that are potentially going to be the future Bill Gates for us, and what more, not better to have than a British Bangladesh to do that. We're going to go for a quick break. When we come back, we're going to talk about that video clip that you saw, and some of the stuff that's going on there, and an explanation behind the superheroes there. I know you're all waiting for that. Don't go away, we'll see you very shortly.